Now, I have my own ideas as to who's going to be the best on the track on this three-way Camaro, but I figured let's give each one of these contenders 5 laps on my favorite track in the game, Skyline View Circuit. See, now this car, from what I've seen, or from what I remember, I couldn't get a square tire on. For example, I couldn't run 295s at all 4 corners. I believe it's got 285 front and then 305 rear. So I mean, it's not that staggered, and it shows because I can still do shit like this. That was not my fault. He turned into me. There really wasn't much I could have done about that. I mean, this thing. I mean, I'm foot to the floor coming out of most of these turns. I mean, of course, because this isn't, a Forza Motorsport. This is Forza Horizon. It doesn't give you the telemetry, so you're just going to take my word for it, but it's a little bit too much for that. I must say, I was not sure what to think about this car when I selected it, but the cockpit view is actually very nice. It's got a nice little G meter and accelerometer and all that shit there, and gauges are pretty easily readable. I don't really do... I mean, I prefer the digital dash of the Challenger Hellcat, but I mean, this is still good. I mean, it's not like you can't see what the fuck you're... Alright, really, dude? Now, what I did to make this about as balanced as possible, I ran the same tire pressure, and I ran the same brake pressure. So, in other words, I think that I set the PSI for all 3 cars to 35 for their tires, and then the brake pressure, so I have realistic stopping distances, is at 53%. Oh yeah, baby! That was I actually almost I think I went a little too fast, but see what's nice about this car, it's not that heavy. I mean, I think this is either the lightest car or the second lightest car. The Challenger Hellcat is obviously the heaviest, but that thing has surprisingly good brakes given its 200+ pound weight penalty over these other cars. So, like I said, I don't have the stats. I'm more interested on how this thing feels to drive and how she goes around the track. I mean, as you can see, I mean this car. It feels good. I mean, it's not doing anything overly stupid. I mean, I'm pushing it hard. I got to catch this Ford GT40 and then the Ford GT ahead of him, but I'm gonna do it. All right, really, dude? That was a clean pass, and you just fucking nailed me. Once again, that was not my fault. I mean, I get it. Incest is wincest here at Ford, but oh, there it is. Yeah, see. This you can see why I put as many miles on this car as I have. I mean, you can drive it really smooth and have a lot of fun, or you can be a little ham-fisted. Handles that bump really well. Wow, holy fuck! If I tried to do that with my M2 Beamer, I might have had problems there, because even despite me raising the car a little bit over the stock, full adjustable suspension, and giving it a little bit more give, I don't know if it would have handled that as well as this car did. Man, oh man. I'm chasing... See, and what the problem with this car is, it's kind of slow. I mean, it's not as slow as the Camaro, but it doesn't handle quite as well. At least I don't think. I mean, I'm going pretty good. There, I just set an even faster lap that there. Now, I don't know why it says best, because that doesn't really... Woo! Took that one almost flat. Second gear. There you go. Oh, beautiful. God, right where I tell it to go. I've been feeling the Challenger is going to have a problem with this. I mean, Challenger would be going over 140 by now, though. So, I mean, that's... Nice! Alright, that's much better than before. See how, you see with this car, though, I mean, I don't run any assists. I run simulation steering, no traction control, no ABS, but, I mean, this thing is just a real little sweetheart to whip around here. There, I probably could have just floored it. I was being a little too fine there. Whatever. Should be able to crack a minute 5 here easily if I don't fuck up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! There we fucking go. 104.7. Nothing to it, says the Shelby. Interesting, though, I think these gears are a little too long, because I haven't been in 6th gear at all. I've been usually 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. Might have hit 5th a little bit there. I thought I saw 3 downshifts, but... Like I said, it's not just because of flat plane crank, but this car has a certain smoothness and gracefulness to it. Oh, wow. See how there I didn't go off that jump properly, but it didn't matter. Now the car, as you saw, it stepped out a little bit, but it didn't lose control. I mean, I just, you know, that I wouldn't blame on the car at all. I was just being a little too excited and showing off. Oh, I overbraked for that. Whatever. Like I say, I imagine the laps of the Camaro and the Hellcat are going to be a little bit faster than this, simply because I'll have so many laps in this track. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's a good way. That's a good one there. Oh my God. There's no way I beat that record. Wow, that's crazy. That could have been like a minute and 1. I think I did a minute 2 at the end there. I should tell you at the end. Yeah, 1:02.930. That's pretty fucking good, considering. I mean, that's the best I've done in a while with this car. Shit. I know I had it down to about a minute and change at one point. Maybe, or probably a minute and 1. Probably like 101.450 or some shit like that. That was good. So yeah, you see why this car's the... Oh, this is the Shelby's theme song. You can't really hear it in the background, but... Oh, she's beautiful. I from the back, at least. From the front, you know, whatever. I just look at the stripes. Oh, look at that ass. Whatever. Alright. So we got that time noted somewhere. I can just go back to the video and find it if I don't know. Alright. Cool. Let's see how the Camaro does now, because the Camaro... You know, I was thinking this car would have been closer to second place, but... Honestly, I mean, I've done about 15 laps of this thing on this track now. I've had various restarts and shit. And really, the only advantage this has over the 350R is the really, really high-speed turns. Now, you could say, oh, but I could just jack up my tire pressure back to 37, and yeah, it's only 3 PSI, who's going to know? No, I'm going to know, because I know life this game, and I follow these comparison cars very, very closely. And I'm not going to give the Z28 an unfair advantage in tire pressure that it shouldn't otherwise have, just because I'm annoyed with how it doesn't put the power down as smoothly as it should. Kink right here. Alright, so yeah, it was better. I mean... Really. It is fun taking this turn flat, though. Well, you gotta mind those fucking walls, though. Jesus fucking Christ. The entire right side of the track there's like 3 or 4 jutting walls that if you hit them, you will lose most, if not all, of your speed. So, and that's the sort of thing. I mean, on more open tracks, I think this would be a better car, but you start going on and off the throttle and having to put the power down properly, and it just can't do it. It's just not what it does. Alright. There we go. We had to get away from that wall there. God damn. Watch this. Big bump right there. Handle it perfectly. And that's the sort of thing. There's the other area the Z28 will do better than the Shelby is handling big bumps. But there really aren't too many instances when that happens. So that's... I mean, unless you're just goofing around in freer mode or whatever, or going on maybe some of the tracks out in the Outback, maybe. I don't know. I drive on tarmac only in this game. Oh, yes! Oh, fuck you, stupid fucking bullshit sign. Get out of here. Should have been second by now, but no. I literally don't know why they put it there, because you're already taking a bit of a risk to go all the way out that way and take that turn flat because of the fucking walls that are sticking out there. But then turn 10's like, no, you know what? Let's make this even less of a value proposition. Let's just add a fucking thing you can hit and lose 30 miles per hour from. Like, what the fuck? That's so stupid. What is that, Lexus something? Whatever, we'll catch him. Fuck, that was not the car's fault, that was me. Got a little squirrely, didn't go off that totally... See, the thing to do when that sort of thing happens is not like start sawing away. I mean, you just have to let it slide a little bit. I mean, the car didn't get unsettled. I mean, it definitely. But I didn't trust it. I should have just let it go. If I would have been fine. But you know, what the fuck ever, dude. Story of this car's fucking life right here. That was for trying to kill me earlier. I don't understand. Well, no, if he's running cams, maybe he'll get a little bit more power, but you're not going to handle like I do, that's for fucking sure. See ya. That's how you take that turn flat. Yeah, this thing definitely is a little squirrelier than the 350R. I mean, when it comes to handling big bumps, it'll do it. And actually, just to be safe, I want to come out a little bit further here. Like how long I held second gear. Kink. You know, that turn always seems to fuck this car, because you're going uphill, so you're on the gas a little more than you would be normally, and plus, obviously, there's people behind you. And so you figure out, you know, I'll just give it a little more throttle, but then you have to turn, and... Ugh. Really? You and me, big boy. Yeah, no, this thing's definitely the slower car around this track. It's obvious. That's right, back off. I will happily take this turn. Not perfectly flat, because I hit the stupid smackables there and they slowed me down, but... There we go. That wasn't bad. A little micro drift through there. But that's the thing, though. I mean, if you're going to be doing those tiny drifts to get a little bit tighter of an angle there... Kink's coming up right here, I believe. Kink right here. Yeah, see, look at how careful I have to be taking that. It's not. It's got nothing to do with like the bumps or anything. It's just the way it is. It's one of those quick, hard lefts as you're going up a hill. Because they're trying to trick you. They're trying to make you apply too much throttle and get this thing a little squirrely there. Because I mean, as we've seen, it will do that. I wasn't flat on it, but it was quick. There we go. Yeah, that was my best lap there, and that's still probably a second and a half slower than the 350R. And that was me taking turns. Yeah, now that's if you use your advantages in being able to take turns flat and quickly. Those big open turns. I'm still almost a second and a half longer around this track than the 350R. I mean, hey, I'll take the extra money. I'm not going to complain, but I'm curious to see how this will be with the Challenger. I have a feeling the Challenger is going to be a very, very surprising car. Yeah, sorry if I didn't record the first two laps of this. This car is a handful. I mean, for as much power as it makes, it actually puts it down decently well, but oh my god, you got to know what the hell you're doing. Here, let me cue up a song that I really like. Because you got to remember, I mean, you can't brake when you brake in the Z28. You got to brake now. Because you're coming into a fuck ton more speed. I'm still going 70. Gotta be gentle. Kink right here. Thankfully, Eggbeater has no torque, so I mean, I just walk away from him. Full. There we go. I mean, careful. See how I can't take it flat? I'm so conservative in this car. There we go. Bye-bye. See you later, RS200. See you at the first corner. In there, it started to skip out there. That wasn't bad, 132. God, this thing's a fucking rocket, though. Oh my god. That wasn't bad. I mean, it was slow, but it was clean, and that's the thing, though. Like, it can't be fast and clean in this car. It's either slow and you don't die, or fast and you do die. I mean, I'm trying, but like, there we go. That was a little showy. You got, yeah, if it starts to step out, you gotta corral it right away. Like that. Whatever. It is what it is. Oh, a little better. Oh, yeah! Let's fucking go! Yeah, sometimes it all just comes together and then it works, but you gotta be fucking perfecto with this car. Like, you can't, there's no funny business at all. Like, you can't get excited, you can't, like, oh, I just got that one. I was nervous because I didn't want to lose that fucking line there. And that's the thing, this car plays with your feelings. I mean, you think you've got it, and then you don't. I mean, like I said, egg beaters have trouble keeping up with you, which is a fair thing, because I have, you know, in some cases over, 3 times the displacement they have, twice the power, twice the torque, and I have no dead spots. But look at how close that race was. That should not have been, this should have been an open and shut case. That was my best lap. 104.631, driving almost perfectly. Holy fuck. Alright, let's watch this full replay since we're here. I don't have to let me save the replay, because you'll see, I get a lot better with... Change the camera angle. What the hell? Why is this camera... Now, if you're looking at how I race with this, it's almost like I'm one of the trucks. And actually, you'll see what I mean about... I brake too late here, watch this. If it wasn't for that Camaro, I would have cooked past my braking zone. Because you gotta remember, not only am I going very, very, very fast through that section, I mean, I've had this car going 150 on it straightaway before I learned that I had to lift off and then brake. I mean... Like, see here? Went that a little too wide. It wasn't too bad that time, though. Oh, there you go. Now, you see, this is my first lap, so I literally had no idea how to drive this thing. I was driving like a fucking caveman. I mean, over time, you should see this thing get a little smoother. See, look at that. Hardly any. I almost didn't make it that time. Wow. Look at how close that RS200 is. I mean, every turn, I bet you, he has got more speed than me. But every straightaway, or even just coming out of turns, this thing is just stupidly good. And there, actually, I think that was the fastest I ever took that sweeper. I think that took it like a 105, which is very, very slow. The Camaro will take it above 112 routinely, and it'll do it flat, whereas this car I had to like brake and then turn in again. It's you can't just huck this thing into turns and hope it'll work. Here, I'll show you what I mean by this turn here. I use those to either try to slow down. I try to dodge those because they cost you about 20 miles per hour. But the reality is, it's not really going to work. Surprised I didn't miss that checkpoint there. Now this is lap 3, so now I'm starting to hit my stride. Somehow. See about how early you have to brake, and then, I mean, it's just... blocking the RS200 out here as much as I possibly can. Watch how closer he gets. Oh, never mind. You didn't really see it there. Whoa! See, you got a little loose there. Turn a little bit there. That was the best I ever took that turn. That was 136 miles per hour, from what I recall. That was really good. Or I might have been on one of the earliest. Either way, there's a way to do it quickly and straight, but it's weird. You have to turn in actually really early. So you can't just throw it in at 150 because then you're just gonna die basically. Once again, the RS200 is just happy to just. I mean, look at how much time this guy gains in turns. It's pretty incredible. How far advanced? How does this even... Yeah, I think this is probably the best angle. You'll see it from third person, so you see every little mistake and see how there got a little unsettled. I had to settle it down, break a little bit, whatever. Batteries died, sorry. But you'll see, even here, watch how sideways it gets, watch how quickly I correct it. Done. Now, this area here, I'm going very fast. So I lift off and I start braking early. Make sure I don't miss that turn. A little better that time. It's slow, but, you know, I'd rather do it smooth and clean and then add a little bit of speed there. That, I'm shocked we didn't miss that checkpoint. So I saw me look back for a second there. Yeah, that RS200 wants a piece of me. But then, I hit the straightaway, and he's gone. Luckily. I just figured this deserved something resembling a full look at, just because of how difficult this car can be to drive fast. I mean, honestly, for as heavy as it is, and I don't think it has any right to even go faster on this track. I mean, this was a little ridiculous. But you'll see, I mean, this car punishes you for every mistake. Yeah, I keep going back to this first lap here. I'm like, alright, I'm going to zip past this truck, and then I'm going to get right up behind this Camaro, and then I'm going to possibly brake a little later than him. And then I don't. I'm like, oh shit, I was going 150 or so. Oh shit, I almost missed my braking zone. If that Camaro wasn't there, I would have hit the wall and would have lost a ton of speed, so I got very lucky on that attempt, as you can see. Holy crap.